What up, world? And this is why he has a chance to break them down like he does.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like systematic.
And this is
I mean, so to me, that's all it means. So if you got controversy, that means it must have been a good fight.
Oh, yeah. And always with good fights, especially undisputed, you're going to get that. You know what I mean?
BTR Boxing.
And Boxing with Jeff. It's a podcast.
Cool.
What's up, world? We back at it again. It's another episode. This is BTR Boxing and Boxing with Jeff. First off, we want to start off and say congratulations to the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. You know, on his victorious win. So we're gonna start off with that. But we're gonna get into the fight. What's your thoughts?
First, like you said, congratulations to the champ Usyk. I was not surprised by what Usyk did. He said exactly what I had mentioned last week. I thought he was going to pick up from round 12 on because he did exactly what he needed to in the first fight, which he did. Came in the same way. He came in as exactly the same game plan, control the pace, dictate the pace. You know, as far as who landed the most effective punches, also was Usyk. So the game plan didn't change too much there. I think what kind of surprised me more was Fury. He came in first and foremost the heaviest he's ever has in his career. That was shocking, but what I think was more shocking is seeing him in the fight. Knowing that he came in the heaviest, you would assume he was going to do something similar, like to what he did with Wilder. You know, use that size advantage. You know, get on top of his opponent. But it seemed like he was, as once the bell rang, he wanted to go straight into boxing. And you don't box a boxer. You don't box someone like the Matrix. And you know, Usyk is the heavyweight Matrix. So right away it just seemed like it was a wrong game plan, and from there just Usyk took advantage of that. And to me, I had more of an A4 type of fight. I wasn't surprised with the scorecards that had it Usyk's way. I thought he did control the pace, and not at one time did I feel he was in risk of losing the fight.
No, he controlled it all the way.
He kind of controlled it all the way.
Like you said, like to me, the first 2 rounds, give it to Fury.
Yeah.
Fury, you know, try to do his thing.
Yeah.
And then, you know, after that, Usyk just figured it out. And, you know, he just started taking over. Then, you know, as the fight progressed and went on, you know, Fury slid in a couple more rounds. Then other than that, it was a clean sweep. Clean sweep for the champ. So,
yeah.
That was nice.
I think it was very easy for him to win the fight. It was almost on cruise control, so to speak. You know what I mean? But not surprising then again, because it was a second go round. So Usyk already knew what to expect.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you know, you're gonna be the weight bully. That was the bad thing for him.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't think the extra weight helped him at all. If he was in the box, if anything, you would expect him to come in lighter.
Yeah, he thought it was gonna help the punching power, and obviously it didn't. So.
Yeah, and I mean that's the other thing too. Nothing in the first fight kind of really made you feel that Usyk was at risk to get knocked out. Like he did get hurt, I think 1 or 2 punches.
Gave him a clean uppercut.
Yeah.
You know, he gave him that one clean uppercut, but other than that, it still wasn't nothing to affect him.
No, nothing really.
Usyk just was like, dust it off and just keep going.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, exactly. Especially like if your opponent doesn't really change it up on you. You know what I mean? I think that was more of the shocking part, that Fury wasn't able to adjust after 12 rounds.
Yeah, he overthought. He was overthinking.
Yeah.
Overlooked him for sure. You know, Wolfen saying he was going to knock him out. I was like, that ain't happening.
No,
not to a man that moves like that.
No.
You know, so.
No, if anything, you can outsmart him into a decision fight.
Yeah.
Kind of like, you know, when him and Dubois fought the first time, that was a close fight.
Yeah.
You got to kind of, you know, you got to do something like that with Usyk. But to go in there and expect to knock him out, you already lost.
Yeah.
You already lost.
I just said it sounded good.
Yeah.
It sounded great.
You know what I mean? Unfortunately, I mean, 8 rounds to 4 showed it. You know, like he didn't change it, did anything. He did nothing to change as far as the pace of the fight. He kept doing the same thing round after round after round.
He never ran. He was right there 10 toes down, going head to head. So that was perfect.
Yeah.
Doing what he had to do as a champ. You know what I mean? Banking rounds. Even at the beginning. Kept his composure. And, you know, slid out with the victory.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think Usyk did a fantastic job. He went forward when he wanted to, he went backwards when he wanted to. I mean, the fight was his on round one.
yeah, he controlled the whole ring, whole fight.
Yeah.
Whole fight.
Yeah.
Even Anthony Joshua's scorecard was pretty much the same as what we had ours. So our way we seen it. So that was pretty dope.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of easy to score the fight. You know, I mean, there was, like I said, I mean, maybe 7 rounds to fight, but at the end of the day, there's nothing there for you to tell me that Usyk lost the fight.
No, not at all.
You know, like, it was an Usyk fight.
Yeah.
It was an Usyk fight. So, I mean, to me, it was fantastic. The fact that he was able to just keep going with that game plan. You know, like, not at once did he try to press it. Did he try to go for the knockout himself? Because that's the problem sometimes too. You know, when you do control the fight for a certain amount of time, sometimes you get a little over greedy, and that's when someone like Fury could take advantage. But he didn't even give him that.
No, Usyk, like I said, controlled the whole thing, and you know, with him, he's the type of fighter. If the knockout comes, it comes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He ain't searching for it. So
Smart man.
that was a good thing that he didn't do that. And you know, look what happened. So.
Yeah, you know, like you said, congratulations to Usyk. Fantastic fight.
Congratulations to Team Usyk.
Yeah,
so,
fantastic fight.
But again, you know, next we talk about Dubois getting up in there wanting a rematch.
Yeah.
So what you think about that?
I mean, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, technically he does hold that one other belt that doesn't technically make Usyk undisputed, but here we call him undisputed because no one took it from him.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So until somebody takes it from him, he is the man.
Yeah, he got that lineage.
But I mean, if you guys want to make it official, this is the fight that makes it official.
Yeah.
You know, Dubois does hold the last belt.
Yeah.
It does make sense, especially that first fight was an entertaining fight, was a close fight. A lot of people, depending who you ask, felt like the Dubois punch was a legal punch or was not a legal punch, and that was the question of the fight.
Yeah.
You know, so there was controversy in the first fight.
50 around my way, but you know, I don't know. It looked low, then it looked cool, but I don't know. You know, at the end of the day, it stood to what it was, and you know, Usyk got to come back up and take him out.
Yeah.
So it didn't even matter.
Yeah. So I mean, I think Usyk will take the fight again, definitely. So that makes a lot of sense.
Same here.
Pick up the last belt.
Unless Dubois comes out with something explosive, you know what I mean? Because he does got crazy punching power for heavyweight, and you know he moves and stuff. And if he can't catch him with something clean, then you know it might be a different story. But if not, then Usyk all the way for sure.
Yeah, let's not forget. Let's not disrespect the fact that he's fighting Parker next. So let's not. You know what I mean? He says to us to get past Parker.
Yeah, Parker to get to him.
Yeah.
So, and Parker has been on a little tear. So
yeah, Parker's no slouch.
You know, I ain't gonna lie, Parker. Shout out to you, Parker. You know, so yeah, he been doing his thing. So you know, from the come back into heavyweight contention, that's dope.
Yeah,
you know, to see fighters come back and bounce back, and he's bounced back tremendously.
That's a good fight.
He has a win over Wilder, so and that fight he was dominant the whole time. Yeah. You know, but that was a nice Wilder he was fighting. So,
hey, Wilder.
Yeah. But shout out to Wilder, you know. Yeah. But that's gonna be interesting. But on another note, what you think we got going on for Fury as his future endeavors?
I mean, that is the question. I think that's more of the question because I think Usyk's more written with Dubois. As far as Fury, let's say he wants to continue. A lot of people want to see him go straight away with Joshua. Me being the boxing head that I am, I actually would not like to see that fight yet. I would like to see perhaps maybe a Fury versus Andy Ruiz.
I like Fury versus Zhang.
Or Zhang, absolutely. Yeah, Fury and Zhang, absolutely. You know, that's an even better fight.
We can even bring in Martin Piccoli as well.
Yeah.
Because,
that's another option too.
There's names out there. You know?
Yeah. So he has options there. And then, I mean, to me, I want to see more of a Wilder versus Joshua.
Wilder Joshua. That's what I want to see.
I still want to see
Wilder Joshua.
Yeah, I want to see that first before Fury and Joshua.
My fight for this year is Wilder Joshua heavyweight. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, that's what I
would
want
love to see a trilogy in that one.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense. The fight that we never got.
Yeah, the fight that we got.
The fight
so
that
hopefully
never
we do get it with Saudi because they're making it crack and they're making it happen over there. So let us get that.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense, especially both of them coming off the last fights they did. They both took losses. So why not next right away for each? You know what I mean? I think that makes more sense. I want to see a Wilder versus a Joshua, and then perhaps the winner there could get a Fury fight.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get that.
He has options.
You know? So he got options. So we hopefully we see in the future if that happens. So shout out to Wilder and shout out to Fury. Shout out to all the heavyweights out there. And hopefully we get them good fights going. Shout out to Joshua. Yeah.
It's gonna depend, it's gonna depend if Fury wants to continue to.
Another big news. We got Top Rank merging with DAZN. Again, Top Rank merging with DAZN. So that means we're gonna get crazy jam-packed fights.
Yeah.
Hopefully every weekend fights.
Yeah.
All the big fights that we want to see and more.
Yeah, so starting after July 26th, I believe, after that, it's straight to the zone.
Straight to the zone.
I mean, to me, that's an amazing news to hear, because now we're down to basically one more promoter left. Just join the zone.
Amen. Got my own.
EBC is the last one. Because with Top Rank joining the zone, I mean, now we have so many more options as far as fight cards and fights. You know, you can have a match room versus Top Rank. You know, like you can really get some really good shows. Perhaps maybe a Friday Night Fights coming back on a weekly basis now.
Most
so
definitely.
This is big news, I think, for boxing.
And better for up and coming fighters as well, to get them out there fast. You know what I mean? To put them behind the lights, out there in front of the lights. You know what I mean? More fights, bigger fights. And, you know, as far as the other people that's been out for a while, you know what I mean? Seeing better fights for them as well. So it's going to be interesting and explosive, and it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I think it's great news for anyone that's a boxing head like us. You know, basically all the promoters being on the zone, you're going to have so many more fights now.
She give us boxing a couple times a week, we'll be happy.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You know?
Fights during the week, why not?
Yeah.
You know, Friday night's fights, I mean, they were great back in the day. Bring those back.
Yeah.
Even bring back Thursday night fights.
Yeah, Thursday nights, Wednesday, I don't care for Tuesday.
Right.
Even Monday.
You know?
So,
So, yeah, it's great news. So, I think PBC eventually might have to join the zone. I think that's where everything is leaning towards.
Yeah.
And it makes the most sense. And, you know, at some point, all these promoters had to come together under one banner. At some point. Yeah, you have to, because at the end of the day, when you have, you know, something as silly as, you know, broadcasters getting in the way of big fights, like what are we talking about?
That happens.
And it's been happening for years now.
Okay.
So this is fantastic news. You know, the less broadcasting, the better, honestly.
Most definitely.
Because if they're all under one banner, that is one less problem that gets in the way.
Yeah.
One less excuse.
And that way you got everything under, like you said, one hood. Everything should be happening fluidly.
Right.
And just going smooth.
Right. You don't have to hear, you know, excuses like crossing the street no more.
Yeah, no, there's only one street. You know,
There's only one street, guys.
One
you don't have to cross it.
One side, yeah, one side.
It's officially dead.
You know, one road, one way.
Right.
That's
One way.
That's what it'll be.
Right.
So.
Right. So that's why I think it's great news. You know what I mean? Like you'll have something like that go away now.
Okay.
So now you'll have the fights, no more excuses. So fantastic news, you know. So it's only getting better and better for boxing, you know, with Riyadh season, what they did at the beginning of the year, and then now you get news like this at the end of the year that Top Rank's joining the zone. So basically, you only have one more to go. Like this is fantastic for boxing. I think at the end of the day.
Definitely. All right. To end it off. We talk about your boy. We talk about your boy Oscar. We talk about your boy. That's your boy. Talk about your boy in his 12 days of Christmas.
Oh man.
Oh God.
I mean, where do we begin?
We gonna make this nice and sweet and short, because you know we gotta wrap it up. But desperate, crazy, not professional.
Yeah.
Don't get what he's getting out of it, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
that ain't good.
I understand with the social media craze and everything and all that, but I mean, I expect the CEO to conduct himself like a
Conduct
CEO.
that way better.
So it does make sense that his fighters are quietly leaving him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because if I was this fighter and I seen that, I'd have been left and like, I gotta go.
I mean, it's kind of silly. Like, what is
Come
this?
on,
Why is my CEO naked on social media? What are we talking about?
Yeah, don't ever send nothing like that to me. Like, you know, if I was a fighter, like, hey, check this out. Like, I don't think that's cool.
I understand why a Munguia would walk away and go to the top rank.
Yeah, he did a perfect timing.
It
So
started to make
looking at
sense.
that 12 days, like, oh,
Right?
God. Thank you.
12 days, I mean, perhaps we should talk about the 12 steps. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to be nice.
Back to rehab. For real,
I know it's Christmas, but man, leave the snowman alone, please.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just saying.
All right, but on another note, Oscar, we wish you well and all the best in your endeavors. And hey, man, get it going, fix it up.
I mean,
you know
I
what I'm
guess
saying? But you know, until the next episode, till another week. You know, thank you for joining and rocking with us. This is BTR Boxing and Boxing with Jeff. Peace.